Broadcasting live from Youngville, North Carolina and Ontario, Canada. This is Got Mead Live, a weekly show where Vicky Rowe and AJ Airments bring you the mead news, meadery info, and mead-making discussions from all over, talking with mead makers, mead owners, industry mavens, and influencers. This is Got Mead Live, a weekly podcast about mead and the people who love it and where the mead world is going. And now here are your hosts, Got Mead owner Vicky Rowe and mead and wine maker AJ Airments.
Live from the den of the puppies of the apocalypse in North Carolina and the bunny pen in Ottawa, Canada, and we are without Manny and Hamish this week, sadly. They both got caught by work. Welcome to Got Mead Live. Let's get this show on the road. Tonight we're talking Pyments, and for those of you, pretty much most of you listening probably already know what a Pymen is and are already rolling your eyes, but for those of you who might not, it is a mead made with honey, grapes or grape juice and yeast and water, depending on the recipe that you use. But basically, it's a grape mead. So it's basically a melomel with its own category. And we have coming on with us tonight Jason Phelps from Ancient Fire Mead. You remember he was on before the holidays. And he has a metric butt ton of medals. It's like 50 medals, and many of them for his Pyments. So he's pretty good at this. And then we also have Sergio Moutela, who owns Melovino Meadery in New Jersey, and Ancient Fire is up in New Hampshire. So we're in the mid-east to northeast today. Sergio has been doing this for a while too, and has quite a number of award-winning meads. And he's also multi-generational winemaker, so he's just got a lot of family talent kind of coming down on him. And he's got several Pyments, and he's actually got a couple of off-dry Pyments that are pretty awesome. So we're going to dig into making an excellent Pyment. So if you are listening and want to join in, if you go to gotmead.com and you click Got Mead Live Radio Show, you'll see a link for our live Skype chat. You can join that. Or you can call in, and I can hope that Skype is going to work correctly for once and let me bring you into the call. And you can also send us information over social media. We've already gotten a couple of questions. Thank you, Ann Shea. I did get your questions, and they are on the list. We will be sure to ask them. So I expect it to be an interesting show tonight because I've only made a couple of Pyments myself, so I'm kind of hoping to learn a few things too. As far as the show, obviously you want to listen live. If you're already listening live, you know how, but you can find us on gotmead.com. Just click Got Mead Live Radio Show, and the player's right there. You can also find it on our webs or on our Facebook page at facebook.com/gotmead, and the player is also on on that Facebook page. If you are mobile or listening to us after the fact, then you can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, TuneIn, and Stitcher. And, of course, they all have their own apps. You can use them there. And those replays are always available going back to the very beginning of time. Well, the beginning of our time, anyway. So back to our first show in 2015. Finding us, gotmead.com, obviously. On Facebook, we are facebook.com/gotmead and facebook.com/groups/gotmead. That is the Gotmead group. Anybody can join that, and if you hang out on social media, you should. Come, give us a look. On Twitter, @GotMeadNow. So if you can't call in or just prefer to type things, feel free to tweet us. The show, if you want to send in questions, you can go to gotmead.com and just put your mouse over Got Mead Live Radio Show. You'll see a drop down for asking us a question. Just click that, and you can send us questions, suggestions, people we really need to be talking to, anything like that. We want to hear what you have to say. This is for you. It's not like we're getting paid or anything. And you can always call us at 803-443-MEAD. That's 803-443-6323 is our call-in number. And speaking of the fact that we don't get paid for this, we do this because we love it. We're volunteers, but software and bandwidth, and you should see my cell phone bill, and all of the equipment, everything costs money, and we have to maintain that, and it's usually a monthly fee. So if you like what you're hearing, please consider becoming a supporting patron member. It's only $30 a year, and you get access to so much more on gotmead.com. You get access to our patron Got Mead group. You get access to all of the patron boards on our forum, which are just chock full of award-winning recipes and high-level mead fermentation conversations. So it's a fun thing to have. I think you'll get your money's worth, and I hope you'll agree with me. For those of you that signed up in this last week, thank you so much. And those of you that have been renewing, thank you so much. This is what keeps Got Mead and all of its various satellite things going. So it's very much appreciated. That being said, looks like it's going to be AJ and I talking with Sergio, and she's back, with Sergio and Jason. So it's going to be a little bit less conversation heavy show tonight, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you're drinking water tonight?
Yeah, because I was.
Would you run out of mead?
No, actually, I can't reach any mead with my headset on, and I just broke a bottle.
Oh no.
Yeah, apparently the Urca-Steel corkscrew is not a good thing to use on a flip-top bottle.
Aha.
Because it just broke the top of it and also failed to pull the cork out. So, yeah, so I'll have to do a little bit of sanitizing before I can get into that particular mead. And I can't reach anything else right now. So,
okay,
well, for that, I got water.
Yeah, well, okay, we'll let you mute in a few minutes. You can go get a mead. We won't want you to be deprived. The very thought. I mean, it's our Tuesday night drink, right?
Yeah, well, it was supposed to be my friend Dave's nice D47 Bochet, and I mean the color on this thing's gorgeous.
Oh man,
it looks like diluted buckwheat honey. It's beautiful,
pretty. Yeah, that's good. There's a cheesecloth to sieve out whatever glass bits may have fallen in there in your future.
Well, I can't get the cork out.
Oh,
and the lip around the cork broke. So I think once I get the glass away from it, I'll be able to. Anyway, yeah. So that's a project for next.
That's another project.
Week after next.
Well, we'll just get you once we get the guys in here. Then you can mute and step off to get some actual mead.
In that case, it'll probably be the rest of that bottle of apple mint wine that I started last time.
Well, you did say you wanted to finish it, so
yeah, it's time.
Well, I dug through the beer fridge of doom, and which you go in there and you're like, I forgot that I had this. I found 2 unidentified bottles of something, and I think. I'm almost certain they're bottles sent to me by somebody, and like the name is right on the edge of it, and I can't think of it. So I'm going to have to leave them in there until I figure out who they're from, because God forbid I should drink them. They should be awesome, and I can't say thank you. That would be rude. But in the course of my...
Unfortunately, it's one of the things that happens when people give you unlabeled bottles.
Oh, I know. Just please put it sticky on there that says your name and what the meat is and when you gave it to me. Thank you.
Masking tape and Sharpie, people.
Thank you. Yeah, it doesn't take a lot. Yeah. But in rummaging past the unlabeled but possibly awesome bottles, I came across a bottle of Nectar Creek from 2013, and it's barrel-aged session mead, and it says on the bottle that it is... They actually have the ingredients, aging, original and final gravity, and how many cases there were. So this is pretty cool. And it says it was honey, water, raspberries, ginger, and yeast. So we got a raspberry ginger session mead that's 4 years old, and was aged in a gin barrel, and it started out at 1054, ended up at 1007, and there were only 75 cases of it. So I feel pretty special.
It's pretty exclusive.
Yeah, well, I mean, Nectar Creek's bigger now, but at the time they were pretty artisanal, But it's gorgeous. It's like this kind of, it's like a middish red. It's not deep red and it's not pink. Yeah, it's like a Midland red with all these sort of auburn tones in it. So it's got this really rich thing going on. Clear as a dang bell. And
cool.
And just lightly carbonated, and it's got honey and raspberry, and the ginger has this sort of sharp note on the back, so it backstops the sweet from the honey and the raspberry, and it's just all the way around. I've got to get me some more of this stuff if any of it exists. I really like it. So, I'd be drinking Melovino or Ancient Fire did I have either of those two. So, unfortunately, I drank all my Melovino and haven't been able to lay my hands on a bottle of Ancient Fire yet, so I'm working on that. Maybe I'll get to try some. Maybe we'll both get to try some next week at the Mazer Cup. Whee!
Yes! Oh my God!
Squee!
I've even got my bunny sitting all lined up.
All right. It's so funny for those of you out there who are wondering why we're being idiots. It's because AJ and I have known each other for years, but we've never actually met. So this is really cool.
We've talked on the phone. We've Skyped. We've done this podcast for over a year. We've emailed. God. Never actually met face to face.
Yeah. So yeah, she's coming to the Mazer Cup next week, and we're sharing a room, which we're going to get into so much trouble. There's going to be a party.
Yeah, you see me on this show, that is kind of best behavior.
Yeah, well, that's cool then. We'll get along just fine.
And Jason says on the Skype that yes, you will in fact.
Yes, I will in fact. I'll get to try some.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I will. Okay. Thank you, Jason. Okay, well then, speaking of which, we should probably just go ahead and bring in the guys. So if I can find
Sergio says he stepped away for a minute. So
Sergio stepped away. Okay, well
yes.
we'll bring Jason in. Yeah. But yeah, I'm so excited, and Hamish. Oh my God, Hamish coming from all the way from Australia, and and again. Been on the show with us for better part of 3/4 of a year now, and
something like
never met him. Yeah.
Well, being on the other side of the world and all.
Well, yeah. Well, we're working on that though, because we've got once they take it live, we've got the Got Me Live fund for the Australian tour. If we could pull that off, that would be totally awesome. All right, Jason, we're bringing you in. Turn your radio down.
This is Jason.
Hey, Jason. Welcome to Got Mead Live.
How are ya?
Pretty good. AJ, say hi, mute, and go get a bottle of mead.
Okay, hi. Be right back.
Alrighty.
The other bottle didn't cooperate, so.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard there was a little bit of a debacle there. Yeah, I wouldn't want an empty glass. That would really be sort of unfair as we get to talking.
Coming on this show without something to drink, I mean, even if it's just espresso.
Yeah, as long as it's not an empty glass.
Right, exactly. So welcome back, Jace.
Thank you very much. As I was listening to you guys start, I was looking at this book. I just got it in the mail today, the Big Book of Mead Recipes. Holy crap, your name's on the cover of it. What's going on?
Right? Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it is, and I've just kind of gotten through the introductory pages, so I haven't actually looked at any of the recipes yet. But I am very excited to look at what's in here. It's there are only as you say, there are mead books, but I think there's only a few that are recent enough that I feel like what's in it would make sense to me in the way that I make mead now, rather than things that might have been done 10 or 20 years ago.
Well, yeah, I know there's this sense that, some of the seminal books were out there for a while. But, so, yeah, the written knowledge, even though, we can access all of that updated, Ken wisdom and Piat's wisdom and that, through cyberspace. But, yeah, you're right. In book form, there isn't a lot of really new stuff out there. The funny thing is when Rob started pitching this to me, what it came back around to was those beer recipe books.
Right.
Yeah, and that was like, oh wow, there's really some awesome. There's the Charlie's book, and there's so many great how to make beer books. But these books don't care how to make beer. This is the beer. Here's the beer right here, and the recipes. And if you don't already know how to make beer, why'd you buy this book again? So.
Yep. Yeah, I have a few of them. I don't tend to buy a lot of recipe books, only because I'm crazy and I try to come up with my own thing, and I sort of make what I make based on what I eat and like all the things around that. So in a lot of cases,